As political instability in the world is growing with a rise in the number of armed conflicts and trade tension, there is also increasing risk of cyber attacks. What are your views on cybersecurity insurance? Asking this question in general for retail, small businesses, and large companies, including critical key infrastructure such as power plants, harbors, airports, nuclear plants, etc. Do you see a potential for profit-making in cybersecurity insurances, and what are the key challenges?
Okay, let me start. Cyber insurance has become a very fashionable product these days. Over these last few years, it is at least a $10 billion market right now globally. And profitability has also been fairly high. I think profitability is at least 20% of the total premium has ended up as profit in the pockets of the insurance bearers. Now, having said that, we at Berkshire tend to be very, very careful when it comes to taking on cyber insurance liabilities. Actually for two reasons. One is it's very difficult to know what is the quantum of losses that can be subject to a single occurrence. And the aggregation potential of cyber losses, especially if some cloud operation comes to a standstill, that aggregation potential can be huge, and not being able to have a worst case cap on it is what scares us. Secondly, it's also very difficult to have some sense of what we call loss cost, or the cost of goods sold, could potentially be. It's not just for a single loss, but for losses across over time. They have been fairly well contained. Out of 100 cents of the dollar of the premium, losses over the last 4 or 5 years, I think, have not been beyond 40 cents on the dollar, leaving a decent profit margin. But having said that, there's not enough data to be able to hang your hat on and say what your true loss cost is. So in our insurance operations, I have told the people running the operations I've discouraged them from writing cyber insurance to the extent they need to write it so as to satisfy certain client needs. I have told them no matter how much you charge, you should tell yourself that each time you write a cyber insurance policy, you're losing money.